Well, good evening, YouTube, morning or afternoon, whenever you decide to watch this. This is your Daily Stoic with your host, Jeffrey. Even on the hard days, McCabe. I've had a rough couple of days. I didn't want to make this video, but I keep telling myself I have to. I have to push through. I've challenged myself. I need to continue to grow, even on the hard days. And maybe that's when Stoicism can be the most helpful. So, here we are. This is the Daily Stoic, 366 Meditations on Wisdom, Perseverance, and the Art of Living by Ryan Holiday and Stephen Hasselman. If you don't know what Stoicism is, get out of here, go Google it, and get to know what it is. It might be helpful. It might not be for you. It's not for everybody. Philosophy is like that. You can pick it up or you don't have to. This is one that helped change my life, change the way I think. And admittedly, I'm not perfect. I made lots of mistakes, but I do find it a very helpful tool. If you're new here and you don't know me, I've had quite the journey in the last year. I went to rehab and therapy. Well, it was like rehab therapy. I really needed it. I had some issues, had some addiction issues as well. And my journey's been quite amazing. So through a testimony with God, through Stoicism, through stepping outside of my comfort zone to, battling with sobriety and battling with all the things that come with it when you get sober. So, and I find Stoicism to be super helpful. So all that to say, that's what I meant to say actually was it takes practice as well. You have to do it every day. And I'm getting better. I had some issues in the last couple of days. I don't think I overreacted too bad. It's tough though. Life can be difficult sometimes. And you just got to remember to keep your head up. So that's what I'm trying to do. So here we are. Begrudgingly, meaning I didn't really want to do this, but I challenged myself to make 366 videos and post them here on YouTube, and I am going to see that through, and I will do my very, very, very best not to miss one. I kind of almost missed one the other day, but I went back and redid it and posted it, so prove I didn't do it. January 18th. See the world like a poet and an artist. Well, this should be good. I consider myself to be a bit of a poet, and I didn't even know it. Pass through this brief patch of time in harmony with nature, and come to find your final resting place gracefully, just as ripened olive might drop, praising the earth that nourished it and grateful to the tree that gave it growth. Marcus Aurelius, Meditations 4.48.2. There are some stunningly beautiful turns of phrase in Marcus's Meditations, a surprising treat considering the intended audience, just himself, I'm stuttering. Let's try to do it better. I'm losing light. There was this beautiful sunset in the background. I was going to even take a little video of his that I started, and then I started the video and noticed it was very cloudy, and now we're losing the sunlight. Let's try to do it without stuttering. In one passage, he praises the charm and allure of nature's process. The stalks of ripe grain bending low, the frowning brow of the lion, the foam dripping from the boar's mouth. We should thank private rhetoric teacher Marcus Cornelius Fronto for the imagery in the vivid passages. Fronto, widely considered to be Rome's best orator besides Cicero, was chosen by Marcus's adopted father to teach Marcus to think and write and speak. More than just pretty phrases they gave him, and now us, a powerful perspective on ordinary or seemingly unbeautiful events. It takes an artist's eye to see that the end of life is not unlike a ripe fruit falling from its tree. It takes a poet to notice the way the baking bread splits in places, and those cracks, while not intended in the baker's art, catch our eye and serve to stir our appetite, and then find a metaphor in them. There is clarity and joy in seeing what others can't see, in finding grace and harmony in places others overlooked. Isn't that far better than seeing the world as some dark place? 100% agree. I am a big look on the bright side guy. I always have been. Even with my issues and my troubles, I'm always a pretty sunny side up kind of guy. So I like my eggs too. But I love, and also, and on the artsy side of it, I love art where it's like they said, you notice subtle things, or the way the light reflects off the lake, or, I love those little subtle artistic details. I can't draw or color, I can't draw or paint or anything, but I do enjoy watching somebody who can paint, when they catch like shadows, when you're like, whoa, I could have, me myself, I'm completely illiterate when it comes to drawing or painting, so I'm like worse than bad. So if you meet somebody in real life that can really paint, you're like, wow, man, how could you imagine those trees that way, or the shadow, or the light coming off the side of the glass, or whatever, right? That stuff is amazing, and I love the artistic details. And life's very much too short to be angry at the world, to be bitter, to be always looking at the bad things in life. So I think I needed that today. I'm having a rough day, like I said, but I'm continuing on, and I bought a new hat, so I feel pretty good about that. It's the little things in life. Life's too short to be miserable, so find something beautiful to look at. I'm huge on that. Sunsets, sunrises, looking at flowers, nature, shit. Even if you can see like traffic moving in a certain way, like you're like, oh, it's kind of poetic the way, if you ever looked at traffic from up above, or like if you've ever been on the highway where you're kind of on a hill, you can see all the red lights. It's like, man, we're like life, like the highways are like veins. I know I didn't make that whole metaphor up, or that analogy, but I love the little things in life. So keep your head up. Talking to myself there. Anyways, love, hope, faith. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.